The story about my daughter Sel. She has been diagnosed with ODD and ADHD. Sel is now 4 years old. Her mother and father were very excited when she turned 4 that perhaps that would mean that the terrible issues were finally over. They were not. Her mother and father are very grateful that the grandmother and father are nearby. The grandmother and father are grateful that Sel's aunts and uncles live nearby. Sel's aunt is grateful that this is her niece, not her daughter. Why? Sel requires an incredible combination of strength, patience, and endurance. Sel begins her day by getting up early and making noise. Her father, unfortunately, has mentioned how much this bothers him. So she turns on the TV, or if that has been mysteriously disconnected, bangs things around until her mother and father come out. Breakfast is the first battleground of the day. Sel does not like what is being served once it is placed in front of her. She seems to be able to sense how hurried her mother and father are. When they are very rushed, she is more stubborn and might refuse it altogether. It would be a safe bet that she would tell her mom that the toast tastes like poop. This gets her the first time out of the day. In the mornings she goes to preschool or goes off with her grandmother or over to her aunt's. Otherwise Sel's mother is unable to do anything. Sel cannot entertain herself for more than a few moments. She likes to spend her time purposefully annoying her mom, at least so it seems. Sel will demand over and over that she wants something, for example, Play-Doh. She knows it must be made first. So her mom finally gives in and makes it. Sel plays with it for about 1 minute and says, "Let's do something." Her mother reminds her that they are doing something, the very thing that Sel has been demanding for the last hour. "No, let's do something else." So after Sel's mother screamed so hard she was hoarse when her husband came home, Sel gets to go out almost every morning. That preschool she is almost perfect, but will not ever do exactly what the teacher wants. Only once has she had a tantrum there. Sel gets along with the other children as long as she can tell them what to do. Her grandmother and aunt all follow the same time-out plan. This means she goes to a certain room until she calms down. The room is empty now at Sel's grandmother. Sel broke the toys, and they were removed. She banged the furniture around and it was removed. What sets Sel off is not getting to do what Sel wants. She screams, tells people she hates them, and swings pretty hard for a 4-year-old. After a half hour is usually over, but not always. Sel will usually tell her mom or grandmother about these tantrums. The story is always twisted a little. For example, Sel will tell her grandmother that her mom locked her in her room because she was watching TV. Her grandmother used to believe these stories, and Sel could tell the whole story of how she was watching this show, and her mom just came in and dragged her to her room. Now it turns out that grandmother doesn't think much of TV anyways, and so this made a certain amount of sense to her. This led to more than one heated argument between the grandmother and her mom. Of course there was almost no truth to this at all. It took the tables being turned for the grandmother to really believe that her granddaughter could set up an argument like this. Sel came home and told her mom that grandmother let her eat 4 cookies and an ice cream cone for a treat and that she was very full. Sel's mom doesn't think much of treats, and could see how this might happen and thought she would have to talk to her mom. Finally they both realized what Sel was doing. Most of the afternoon with Sel is spent chasing her around trying to wear her out. It doesn't seem to work, but it is worth a try. When she is at her aunt's, she tries to wreck her cousin's stuff. When is she good? When there are no other cousins around and she has the complete attention of her aunt or grandpa. Sel loves the bedtime battle. She also loves to go to the mall. But she never gets to go there or hardly anywhere else. She acts up so badly that her family is very embarrassed. Her mother shops and visits only when Sarah goes to preschool. It is hard to know who is more excited about Sel going to school next year, her mother or Sel.